This crazy trade lands Ben Simmons with Golden State Warriors. When will the standoff between the Philadelphia 76ers and NBA All-Star Ben Simmons come to an end? Your guess is as good as anyone's, as no one has a clear timeline for when things could start moving toward a resolution. Simmons remains away from the team as he works on his mental and physical well-being. A back injury was reported, which he was working with the team on improving. However, he also told the team that he was not mentally ready to return to the court, but will not accept their help in the process. As a result, the 76ers have been fining Simmons. After stopping the fines for a short period, they have been doing it consistently for weeks. He has surpassed $10 million in fines for every game that he missed. Given how long this has gone on, it is hard to imagine Simmons changing his stance now. He is likely in this for the long haul, just as Philadelphia has made it clear that they are. With both sides dug in, a trade is likely the only outcome that will resolve this. The 76ers have a specific list of players they are looking to acquire in exchange for Simmons. Could there be players on the Golden State Warriors on that list? The Warriors were one of the teams Simmons reportedly would be interested in landing with. How could he make his way there? Let's take a look at this crazy trade that would land Simmons in the Bay Area. Golden State Warriors receive Ben Simmons, Isaiah Joe, Paul Reed. Philadelphia 76ers receive Andrew Wiggins, James Wiseman, Moses Moody. It would be hard to imagine the Golden State Warriors and Philadelphia 76ers, at this stage, coming together on a deal. In the offseason, it was mulled about, but things have changed a lot since then. The Warriors are now the number 2 team West in the NBA and their focus could have shifted. However, there could be some real appeal in adding a 25-year-old with the upside of Ben Simmons to the mix. In this deal, the Warriors go for the blockbuster trade many expected them to do during the offseason. They acquire Simmons along with Isaiah Joe and Paul Reed, who is added so that the roster totals are at the league requirement. Heading to the city of brotherly love is Andrew Wiggins, who would need to be involved for his contract, but because he is an attractive trade piece. Outside of Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson, there likely isn't a player the 76ers would want more. The 76ers get 2 more young assets in James Wiseman and Moses Moody that open up endless possibilities. This likely isn't a package that the 76ers would accept, but they would try to grow into a 3-team trade. The package of young players from Golden State could be used to bring in the kind of star player the 76ers are seeking, such as Damian Lillard from the Portland Trail Blazers. How do both teams feel about this deal? Let's take a look at each of their perspectives, starting with the Warriors. How this trade impacts Golden State Warriors. The Golden State Warriors are unlikely to make any deals of this magnitude anytime soon. You cannot do better than the best record in the NBA, and they have unbelievable chemistry that they do not want to mess with. They are likely to just ride things out with Klay Thompson returning and see how it goes. While unlikely, there is a chance they look to make an upgrade and go all in to try and get their older core another ring. If that occurs, they could jump at the chance to bring in Ben Simmons. Simmons is a young, souped-up version of Draymond Green. Making things work with both of them in the lineup could be a challenge, but one Steve Kerr would welcome as the Warriors would be the most versatile team in the NBA. Losing Andrew Wiggins on the wing would be difficult to overcome. He has developed nicely with the team, but at least Golden State would have replacements. Otto Porter Jr. has played well, and Jonathan Kuminga is the long-term answer on the wing. James Wiseman and Moses Moody are also part of that long-term outlook, but the Warriors still want to win now. If those players show they are not yet ready to do so, Bob Myers could consider moving them for players who are. Acquiring Simmons would certainly pry the championship window open longer, as he is 25 years old with immense potential should the Warriors be able to help him achieve it. How this trade impacts Philadelphia 76ers. The Philadelphia 76ers know who they want to acquire in exchange for Ben Simmons. However, it is anyone's guess as to when those players will become available, if they ever even will. They have made it clear that they are willing to wait things out, but the longer they wait, the tougher it will be. Simmons' trade value isn't improving by sitting out, so the sooner a deal is done the better. Acquiring Andrew Wiggins, who has really come into his own with the Golden State Warriors, would be a solid centerpiece of a deal. James Wiseman and Moses Moody, lottery picks the past 2 years, are great potential building blocks. Wiggins would bring a lot of value to the 76ers with his shot creation and defense, 2 things they are lacking. Moody was a highly regarded shooter coming out of Arkansas and could carve out a role in the 76ers rotation. But what would the team do with Wiseman since they have Joel Embiid entrenched in the middle? The 76ers could use him as the centerpiece of a deal to help bring in a player off their list. Could the Portland Trail Blazers be intrigued with a package of multiple young players and draft capital? Maybe the Sacramento Kings would part ways with De'Aaron Fox for a package built around Wiseman. Could always give a call to the Oklahoma City Thunder about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander as well, as they love stockpiling young players and draft picks. A deal like this opens up even more avenues for the 76ers to explore. It would close the door on the Simmons saga, allowing everyone to move up and keep their hopes alive of bringing in a second star-level player to pair with Embiid. While the 76ers aren't likely to partake in a deal like this straight up with the Warriors, they could look to expand this to a 3-team deal to land the player they want. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go.